On first down, it's Newton. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
And now out comes Houston. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll find Metcalf. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Allen now looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen's throw is complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
We got this.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running set.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away.
You got juice, son. He took you to school. Ready? Ready, ready. Double time, double time. Double time. Everyone, you got 4 down. Hey.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Balaj. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The numbers on the ground last week for Balaj. 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
On 2nd and 1, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kalen Balaj, his 9th touchdown.
Ready? Ready? Drop deep, Hatch it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten up.
Shreds the tackle. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty.
Mike. 319. 59. All day. All day.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen going for Metcalf on the deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Alvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Alvin will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Newton on 1st down. It's caught by Royal. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early. And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8. They'll start on the ground with Delage. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So, two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run it with Balaj. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Let's go, D.
56.
Allen now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw is Newton.
And there was absolutely zero.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. After the sack on first down, Newton, he'll drop it off to McCaffrey.
Here we go.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DK Metcalf, 76.
That's it. 80. 180. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He finds his target Royal. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And the division title out of reach, we know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get, that first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
So it's just a matter of adjusting now, isn't it? And what I mean by that is mentally. Every team starts the season thinking, let's go for the number 1 seed, right? Being the top team. Number 2 is pretty great, too, because you get the opening bye, and you're at home after that. But it doesn't matter at this point. Just getting in, and you just sit down and talk to your team. Would you rather go on the road and deal with someone, or would you rather stay at home for the playoffs? Let's go on the road and go take someone out.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Now they can't bring him down. Still going. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Balaj, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
Ready? 180? 56. Check, 56. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On first down, Newton. And Thomas has it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for... And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey.
Right there. Yeah, right there. 54 miles. Let's go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Allen now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Throwing now is Allen. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run here with Balaj. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans...
What's that? Gun. Right there to 3. Joker.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And it's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away, but...
Ready? Double 80. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check 99. Check 99. Ready?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Let's go.
1st and 10.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 7, Newton. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Newton to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Newton. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The drive will commence with a run by Melange. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All day, dog. Shit.
Again, it's Melange. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Safety's creeping. 56. Right over there.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll find Metcalf. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
50. First down, Texans. They're not ready for this, man. Alert! They're not ready for this.
On first down, Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown.
Set. 180. Mike, 8. Exit.
On 1st and 10, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Throwing again on second down. Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's...
Come on, let's go.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Balaj. Well, not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Watch 54. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Switch. Middle. Alert. Go.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think the ball's out, and this will go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is